Have you heard of pigeon farming in America? Not birds pecking at breadcrumbs in city parks. We're not just talking about a multi-million-dollar industry. From gourmet meat delicacies to high-stakes racing events where birds can sell for as much as luxury cars. Welcome to the secretive world of America's pigeon empire, a kingdom where feathers are currency and flight is an intricately honed science. Buckle up. We promise you this is no ordinary bird tale. A curious world awaits behind the doors of the coop, seldom seen by the outside world. These aren't pests here, they're prized birds. And whether destined for the dinner plate or the winner's podium, pigeons in the U.S. are bred with precision, pride, and a large dose of passion. The industry is, in fact, so nuanced that it has given rise to entire communities. Breeders and buyers, racers and chefs, each playing their part in a centuries-old tradition that is now powered by technology and globalization. That's why it's time to peel back the layers of this feathered phenomenon. Innovation propels the industry from advanced breeding facilities to high-tech racing equipment. Both enthusiastic amateurs and experienced experts love these beautiful avian creatures, spending thousands of hours and dollars on their technique. And as we get deep into this fascinating world, you'll learn how this industry and the people behind the games have been intricately built into American culture. The history of pigeon keeping in America. To follow the trail that led to millions of pigeons in America, we have to go back, way back. Humans have kept pigeons for over 5,000 years. Ancient Egyptians used them to deliver messages, and Greek Olympians once deployed pigeons to announce the winners of games. But it was in the United States that pigeon culture truly blossomed during the 19th and 20th centuries. European immigrants introduced their traditions of pigeon keeping, particularly for meat and sport. The concept of keeping pigeons not just for the table, but as a racing thrill was popularized by Italians, Belgians, and Germans. Then over the years, what began as a backyard pastime transformed into an orderly, controlled, and surprisingly lucrative enterprise. Rooftop pigeon coops once sprinkled the skyline of major cities like New York and Chicago, and pigeon keepers would call to flocks that wheeled through the air, forming mesmerizing designs. Pigeon clubs were social gathering places for working-class immigrants, where they would build camaraderie and indulge in friendly rivalries. As the practice spread throughout rural America, it led to agricultural fairs, racing federations, and formal breeding registries. These lowly fowl began to help carve out a cultural identity, one centered on family, community, and tradition. Pigeon keeping has been passed down through the generations, with techniques, stories, and expertise exchanged between family members and fellow enthusiasts. As a result, this rich heritage has built a sense of belonging and pride, bridging the might of humanity from urban to rural landscapes. Today, the legacy lives on in the lives of pigeon fanciers who carry on traditional practices while welcoming the innovations of the modern age. Breeds and purpose. Why so many pigeons? In America, one pigeon is not a pigeon. It has three main types, the ones bred in large numbers: meat or squab pigeons, racing pigeons, and exhibition pigeons. The squab pigeon, typically king or utility breed, is bred for a single purpose: eating. These birds are meaty, grow quickly, and are ready for processing in 4 weeks. The meat is tender, mild, and flavorful, and prized by gourmet restaurants and ethnic cuisines, especially the French, Chinese, and Middle Eastern culinary traditions. Squab is a favorite for its versatility and rich flavor profile, so it commonly makes an appearance on menus at high-end spots. But racing pigeons are the athletes of the avian world. Specialized for speed, stamina, and homing instinct, they are trained from an early age to return home from hundreds of miles away. They are lean, strong birds, and often from bloodlines that are worth tens of thousands of dollars. The highest-selling racing pigeon ever, a Belgian bird known as New Kim, sold for $1.9 million in 2020. In addition to performance and flavor, pigeons are living art. Fancy breeds often have dramatic plumage, curled feathers, extreme colors, crests, or even feathery feet. The birds are bathed and conditioned for shows, where judges base their scores on everything from symmetry to temperament. In competition, first and second can hinge on the alignment of a single feather. Breeders pore over lineage charts like scientists, mixing genetics with aesthetics to refine their flocks. For many, these aren't just pigeons, they're legacies. These birds are raised with the guardians pouring their hearts and souls into their condition and temperament. The bond between breeder and bird runs deep, and each bird is a piece of their heritage and pride. Raising pigeons for meat, the squab industry. In the squab business, everything is measured for efficiency and quality. It typically begins with breeding pairs, which are generally kept in separate breeder boxes so that they'll become monogamous and lay eggs efficiently. Pigeons are also unique in that both parents partake in feeding their young with a secretion called pigeon milk, a nutrient-rich substance that's essential for rapid growth. Each pair produces 12 to 16 squabs a year, and farms of hundreds of pairs can yield thousands of birds a year. Lighting, temperature, and hygiene are tightly controlled by farmers to maximize output and minimize stress on the birds. These squabs are harvested at about 25 to 30 days of age, when their flesh reaches maximum tenderness. Well-managed farms will process squabs with a minimum amount of handling to lessen stress, an important consideration in both ethical standards and meat quality. Feed formulations are precisely calibrated for protein, fats, and micronutrients, enabling consistent growth rates and flavor profiles. And since squab is frequently featured in fine dining, presentation is key. Birds need to be uniform in size and skin color without blemishes. It is a labor of precision in which the culinary end product originates in the breeder's coop. Farmers do everything they can to provide the optimal environment, closely monitoring everything from temperature and humidity to aroma. The earthier the better for chickens to produce the highest quality product. So with that in mind, the squab industry maintains strict control over quality, ensuring consumers will be treated to a similar, high-quality product time after time. The squab industry is poised to serve the growing demand for sustainable and ethically sourced meat. The racing pigeon industry, a different game altogether. If squab production is a volume and quality control game, pigeon racing is a prestige, pride, and in many cases, a big money game. It's a game many have played for centuries, but which continues to thrive today, thanks to a passionate worldwide community and new technology. It all starts with breeding. Enthusiasts pay for genetic lines that are proven for speed, stamina, and homing ability, and are selective about birds from champion bloodlines. Training begins early. Birds are taken on short practice flights that gradually increase in distance to build stamina, sometimes flying until they're exhausted. Races span distances ranging from 100 to more than 600 miles, and pigeons contend with challenges including inclement weather, predators, and rough terrain. This even includes some marathon events where pigeons must cross mountainous terrain or open water, often needing advanced navigation ability. Racers routinely invest thousands of dollars in outfitting their lofts with cameras, sensors, and diagnostic tools to track their birds' performance and health. The birds wear small leg bands with embedded microchips that monitor every flapping of their wings, from takeoff speeds to route deviations. Some fanciers rely on scent trails or visual cues to enhance homing behavior, while others are data-driven numbers, crunchers fine-tuning their bird's performance using advanced statistical analysis. It's no longer merely instinct, it's science-based training. These birds are part athlete, part investment, part legend in the making, like racehorses. Winning birds become international celebs in the pigeon world, their names immortalized in racing history and their breeding stock coveted. This close-knit community is fueled by the excitement of competition and the never-ending quest for greatness. Life inside a pigeon loft, care and management. Running a successful pigeon loft involves some science, some craft, and a lot of love. Whether for meat or sport, care is meticulous, twice daily. Pigeons receive balanced diets, often mixes of grains, seeds, minerals, and vitamins that are made to order. Water is changed daily. Waste is cleared to prevent ammonia buildup, and lofts are ventilated to prevent respiratory diseases. The environment is fine-tuned for the breeders. Breeding cycles are regulated with lighting schedules. Humidity and temperature are controlled and monitored. Some keepers even play music for the birds during the day to create a soothing atmosphere. Observation is key. A change in posture or feather sheen or a sudden lack of appetite may signal illness. Report it, and you're likely to intervene immediately. For racing lofts, birds are handled daily, fluffed, and wings are inspected. Loft design also comes into it. Perch layout, lighting angles, and airflow are optimized for avian health and psychological comfort. A happy pigeon is a high-achieving pigeon, and top breeders will pull out all the stops, from massage to aromatherapy, to get top performance. Some breeders go a step further and also use enrichment activities, visual stimulation, social interaction, etc., to keep their birds active and thriving. With a focus on bird welfare, breeders can bring out the best in their pigeons, reaping the rewards in both racing and breeding. Where do these pigeons go? Distribution and markets. Once released, these pigeons do not disappear. They go places. Squab is processed for domestic sale, notably in urban centers with dynamic culinary markets. New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles are major markets for it, along with places with large Chinese or Middle Eastern populations, where squab is a prized delicacy. On the international front, demand is also increasing, especially from Hong Kong, Singapore, and some parts of the UAE, where luxury dining and exotic cuisine have strong demand. Racing pigeons, in contrast, belong to a global luxury market, with premier birds fetching extraordinary prices. Birds are listed for sale online, sometimes with their websites, performance statistics, and video reels of their lineage and accomplishments. Major buyers are from China, Belgium, the Netherlands, and increasingly, the Gulf states, where pigeon racing is on the rise. Some auctions take place online, live streaming races and hosting bidding wars in real time, so enthusiasts worldwide can bid on cars. Export logistics are carefully managed. Birds are shipped in climate-controlled crates under veterinary supervision and with meticulous documentation to ensure their health and well-being. Meanwhile, the squab distributed throughout often works hand-in-hand with small distributors or chefs who have a fluency in traceable sourcing and sustainable practices. In this environment, quality is far more beneficial than quantity, and specificity is everything. Going to a penthouse restaurant or a high-tech loft in Dubai, these pigeons are flying first class as every aspect of their journey is curated to meet the needs of picky purchasers. And as we shut the doors on America's pigeon empire, one thing is certain: these birds are more than feathers in flight. They're a testament to human passion, precision, and innovation. Pigeons have a unique place in American culture. From gourmet kitchens to racing lofts, whether raised for meat or sport, they're given care and dedication. The pigeon business might seem rather obscure, but its influence is far-reaching. As we've noted, it's a world of legacy, pride, and performance. Pigeons make their mark with each flight and each meal. And now you've been through this hidden world in which birds are the stars. Thank you for winging it with us. If you like this deep dive into America's pigeon world, hit that like button, leave us a comment, and subscribe for more hidden gems and interesting stories. Share this video with your fellow bird enthusiasts or anyone who you think needs a different perspective. Join us. We have a new thing, which will keep you abreast of new happenings as they unfold, and also help us fly the wings of curiosity. And remember to ring that notification bell so you can catch our next adventure. Let's keep exploring together.